Hello, this video is about over and above. And we've got a baby in a crib, and we've got a picture of a bridge, and there's Jim waiting to go over the bridge, and we've got the Queen and some other bits and pieces. Hope you enjoy it. We're looking at over and above, and here's a picture of a mother and a baby. And what's the mother doing? She's putting a blanket over the baby. So I'll just write here, she's putting a blanket over the baby. She's putting a blanket over the baby. And it's something like this. It's going above from side to side. Now I want to add something to this scene. Here's a picture on the wall, and the picture is above the cot or crib. So I'll just write over here, there's a picture above the cot, or if you like, the crib. I think crib is more American and cot is more British, but we use both. And here's a little drawing to indicate the relationship of above. One is higher than the other, but not necessarily covering it. Now let's move on to a new scene. And here we have a bridge going over the river. So I'll just write on the left there, there's a bridge over the river. Or if you like, the bridge is going over the river. And here's a young man, this is Jim, and you can probably guess Jim is going to go over the bridge. He's walking over the bridge. So I'll write on the left here, Jim is walking over the bridge. Or you could say across. I'll write across there, because in this case across or over are really quite similar. But he's not going above the bridge. Look at that. Now he's above the bridge. That's a bit silly. That's not going to happen. So let's put him back on the ground, and we'll just take him over once more. He's going over the bridge. That's it. Just to remind ourselves, I'll go back to the earlier scene. She's putting a blanket over the baby, not across, over. Back to the bridge again. He's walking over or across the bridge. And here's a little diagram to illustrate. There's an object and the dotted line is going over. Now here's another picture I want to add in. You'll probably recognize her. That's the Queen of the United Kingdom, and the man is holding an umbrella over her head because it's raining. So he's holding an umbrella over the Queen's head. Now I want to move on to some non-physical uses of over and above. So I'll start off with a blank screen and I'll just write over up there. Now I'll write a couple of examples. Here's the first one. She's over 18. And I'll just put in brackets there, years old, because that's what over 18 means. And here's another one. Your luggage is over 20 kilos, something you don't want to hear at the airport. And the last one, number 3, it costs over 50 euros, something else that you don't want to hear. And what do these 3 examples of over have in common? I think they have in common more than, and I'm just writing more than up the top here. Now on the right I'll put above. Here we go, above. And here's my first example. The temperature is above freezing, above freezing. And here's the second example. Manchester United is above Liverpool in the league. Man United and Liverpool are football teams. I don't know much about football, but I know there's a league and I know those teams are in it. And here's the last example. I'm 5th in the class, but Sam is above me. Now those 3 uses of above all have something in common, which I'll write up here. I think above here equals higher than. And now to finish, I'm going to show you 5 film titles. Here they are. Bridge over the River Kwai, Over the Hill, Over the Top, Above the Law, and Above Suspicion. And now I'm going to do some little drawings to show the meaning. First of all, over the River Kwai. There's the bridge going over. And then over the hill. There's the hill going over the top of the hill. And then over the top, probably from the First World War, when the soldiers had to come out of the trenches and over the top. And there's the movement. Now the last two, above the law and above suspicion, are a bit different. We've got something like the law, write it there, and the person is above, at a higher level than the law, or suspicion. Again, the person is above or at a higher level. Below your screen there's a link to a Test Yourself page, which is a PDF you can print or do on screen. Scroll down the PDF and you'll find the answers. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.